I'm not wearing pants, but more importantly, you can't make me wear pants. What a start. If I sound a bit off, it's because it's allergy season kind of right now where I am here in Florida, and it kind of sucks, but here we are. The lighting is probably trash. I have a phone aiming light at me, and then there's also my lizard's light because it's not dark outside yet and I can't turn off his light until it's dark outside because I'm not a bad lizard parent. The background's probably ugly, but here we are. The audio probably is also trash. I don't know what I'm doing. My clothing choices are ridiculous. I look silly. So I want to talk, but I feel weird about doing a weird talk video because the idea of being philosophical online makes me feel like I will come across as a pretentious piece of trash, and I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I watch other people do these talk videos and I never feel like they're pretentious, but I don't want to come across as pretentious. I don't know if I'll somehow screw up the talk video. And what's also awkward is I kind of feel like I'm ripping off of these people, which is ridiculous because off the top of my head I can at least think of 3 or 4 people who do the same format of video, but I just feel unoriginal whenever I'm inspired by another person nowadays and I do a video that's kind of, same format. I'm like, oh wow, I'm a ripoff and I suck. Which is a stupid way of thinking about it, but here we are. I want to talk about the meaning of life, and there goes everybody. I sound pretentious now. Oh, I'm going to talk about the meaning of life. This might be bleak. I don't feel like there is a meaning to life, and I feel like people who want to pretend like, oh, there's a reason why we're here, there's a deeper meaning to the universe, I think that's silly, and I kind of feel like those type of people are just lying to themselves, even if that's kind of a crappy thing to think about someone, because no, there's not some deeper meaning, at least I don't feel like there is. In reality, we're just a bunch of creatures who somehow ended up here, and we're all gonna die at one point. There's nothing special to the universe. We just exist in it, and then we'll die. But then there's all this middle stuff, which I think for the most part when people are talking about the meaning of life, they're specifically talking about the middle stuff. Like, oh, there must be a reason for it. There's not. We just ended up here one day, and now here we are. Somebody is slamming things in the other room. I don't know what it is. But no, I don't think that there's a deeper meaning to life. I think we're all just here, and then we die. That doesn't mean that life is pointless, or that there is no way it can be fulfilling. Obviously, if we're here on this floating rock in space, we might as well make the most of it. Because even if everyone dies in the end anyways, we might as well make the most of it while we're here. That way our feelings aren't miserable the whole time. Because that would suck. Some monkey somewhere decided, hey, I should evolve into a human, and now here we are. With technology and capitalism and politics, and people think that being gay is a crime. And I don't get why people care so much about stuff like that. Like, we're all gonna die anyways. What is it to you if some guy wants to marry a guy or some girl wants to marry a girl? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's pointless. There's no reason to be worried about it. It doesn't affect you if the person standing next to you is black or Indian or Hispanic or whatever. It's not hurting you because their skin is a different color. It's stupid. But yeah, I don't think there's a deeper meaning to our existence, and I feel like people are kind of silly for thinking there's a reason why we're here. There's not. We just are. For all we know, this entire world could be a simulation. You'll have a really hard time proving it wrong. The world could be a simulation. It could not. It doesn't really matter. If we are in a simulation, that would be funny whenever we find that out. If we are in a simulation, maybe when you die, you just wake up in the real world, whatever that is. But then that could be a simulation. It could be just an infinite loop. There's a quote. I forgot who made it, but it was I think Therefore I Am, not the Billie Eilish song. But the idea is that even if nothing else is real, even if that lizard isn't real, even if this whole room is a simulation, even if nothing else is real and we can't prove that anything is real, I have my own thoughts, therefore I am in existence. I have my own thoughts, I can think up things, therefore I am a real person. Or at least real in some sense. Like a very bare minimum, our thoughts are real and we can think them. I think, therefore I am. That's what the quote means. So maybe the world is a simulation. Maybe there is a God. I don't care. I don't feel like there is. I think that's a weird abstract concept. But who knows? There could be someone who's controlling everything. We could be in a simulation. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We can't prove we're not in a simulation. We can't prove that a god is real. Like, you can come up with evidence for it, but you cannot legitimately prove it. Plus, if a god was real, or gods, or, whatever, then they would be beyond our comprehension anyways. Because it's not like we can create the entire universe. One day, things just decided to go boom boom in the sky, and now here we are. Where was I going with this? I don't think there's a meaning to life, but I feel like since we're here anyways, might as well make the most of it. I don't feel like there is a god, but I can't prove it. No one can prove that there is or isn't a god, not concretely. We could be in a simulation, we might not be. Who knows? You can't really know what happens after you die. I imagine that the whole world just goes black and your brain stops functioning, so it's just like you don't exist anymore, whatever that means. Some people believe in a heaven and a hell. Who knows? You can't really say what happens after you die because you're dead. Once you're dead, you can't really just come back and be like, lol, this is what happened. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna pretend to know anything. And I feel like people who do are lying to themselves. This was dark. Maybe recording this was a bad idea. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to your lovely little faces. Make the most of life while you're here, because, we're here, so might as well not live in misery. I don't know. Goodbye.